Good afternoon, everybody. It's a Monday at 1 o'clock, and that means it's time for the Monday announcements live from the Findlay Hancock County Chamber of Commerce. I'm Doug Jenkins here to tell you about all of the different events happening at the Chamber this week, what our members are up to in terms of their events, and some positions they're hiring for. Plus, we have a few other things going on at the Chamber this week as well as it pertains to Hancock leadership and the annual sausage sale. So let's get into it, taking a look first at our events for this week. As you can see, there's a few things going on. Thursday at 10 in the morning, we'll have our next 10 at 10 roundtable. It's basically a business networking event. We get together virtually on Zoom. We've been doing it since 2020 for obvious reasons then, but we've had a lot of really good conversations throughout the months by doing it this way. Still plenty of time. We call it 10 at 10 because it's at 10 in the morning and there are no more than 10 people available. That way everybody can get into the mix and talk about some of the things impacting their business. Still have some room to sign up for this week's 10 at 10. So if you're interested in meeting some new businesses and finding out about what's impacting the local business community, that's a great event to take part in. Also on Thursday, the next Findlay Young Professionals View from the Top event is coming up at Marathon Center for the Performing Arts. Michelle Ladd, who works here at the Chamber and is our liaison with Findlay Young Professionals, joins us to tell us about that. Good afternoon, Michelle.
Hi, Doug.
Michelle was told like 10 minutes before we did this that she was doing this today. So we appreciate your ability to adapt on the fly, Michelle.
I'm so good at my job. It's totally fine.
So, tell us what's happening. View from the Top. What is the View from the Top series and what can people expect this week?
So that is a member exclusive series that we offer where we try to connect our FYP members with local organizations for like inside looks. So like we've got the tour at MCPA. We'll get to see kind of the backstage behind what they do and just learn a little bit more about them. And then we also view them all as networking opportunities to get you in touch with different organizations around the community.
And if you haven't taken the inside tour of MCPA, it's quite the facility.
Yep, it's pretty cool. And Chloe is fantastic at it. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what else we can learn this week.
All right. Like you said, available to Findlay Young Professional members. What do they need to do to get signed up?
Just head on over to the findlayhancockchamber.com/FYP. You can sign right up, or if you're not a member, you can join there as well.
All right. Thanks, Michelle. See, I told you it'd be painless.
Thanks.
Always love doing things on the fly. We have one other event this week here at the Chamber. That is a ribbon cutting for the Circle P Reception Hall. They are under new ownership as of about a year or so ago. They've done some renovations. We'll be showing that all off to you this Friday afternoon at 3. Looking forward to seeing that. No events on our member job boards this week, but if you are a Chamber of Commerce member and you have an event coming up, maybe it's a community event, maybe you've got people coming in to speak, something like that, you can put it on our member events calendar and we'll highlight it here for you on Mondays as well. And it lives right there on our website. Do have a few open positions on the job board to tell you about. Garner Trucking is looking for a new human resources specialist. They just posted that within the last week. So if you know someone who's in the HR field, this would be a really great opportunity for them. Rowmark is still looking for a material handler, and Applied Innovation looking for an account manager to work in their sales department. We met Chris Bell a few weeks back here when we introduced him as a new member, and they're a really good team to work for, so make sure you check that out. To find out more about the jobs that are listed, all you have to do is go to our website. When you do the drop-down menu, it's in the community resources section, and you can see all of the different positions that have been posted. A few other things to tell you about this week. Hancock leadership applications are open. This is for the adult leadership class. We'll be taking applications through the month of April. So you want to take time to get started on that. It's not a super long application process, but you do want to give yourself a little bit of time. You can save your process and come back to it at a later time. So maybe knock out a question tonight. There's a few essay questions, things like that. All you have to do is go to findlayhancockchamber.com/Hancock Leadership. You'll get all the information on the program, and you can see right there is the link to click to start your application process. You usually take around 30 or so people, so it's a good opportunity to learn more about the community, develop those leadership skills, expand your network. If you're a business in the area and you're looking to develop leaders in your organization, this is a great thing to get them involved in to really sharpen those skills. One last thing to tell you about is the agribusiness committee, I should say, is quite busy this time of year. A couple of things are going on. First, the sausage sale fundraiser is happening right now. This is the last week to place orders, so make sure that you get that done by Friday. It's $12 for a 3-pound bag of whole hog sausage, all locally sourced. It's the best tasting sausage you're going to find. If you're a fan of breakfast, you're gonna like this, and I guess you could have it for lunch or dinner too. We're not going to tell you how to do that. Anyway, you go to our website, just go to findlayhancockchamber.com/agribusiness. You can place an order online there. Pickup day will be April 15th at Legacy Lawn and Pet. Now, the reason we do a whole hog sausage sale is to fund agribusiness scholarships, and we are currently taking those scholarship applications. These are for any kids who are currently a senior in high school in Hancock County or currently in college and from Hancock County, pursuing a career in agriculture. Maybe it's food science, maybe it's diesel mechanics. And I always use those two examples because I think it shows just how wide a span that there are. But if you're going into or know someone who wants to go into a field that's going to have an impact on agribusiness in the future, this is the scholarship for you. You can, again, sign up. April 17th is the deadline to apply. Takes you to a Google Doc to fill out, and that's all you need to do to take part in that. It's all on the website at findlayhancockchamber.com. You can find all the information on everything happening at the Chamber, all of the scholarship information. You can listen to the latest episode of the podcast, Chamber Amplified. Remember, you can always listen to Chamber Amplified in your podcast player of choice, whether it's Apple Podcasts or Spotify or everything in between. On the latest episode, we talk about the Silicon Valley Bank, what that means for regional banks in our area. Really interesting conversation with Matt Wood over at Citizens National Bank about that. So make sure you subscribe to the latest episode. That will do it for this episode, or edition, if you will, of the Monday announcements. We'll be back next week to tell you about everything happening here at the Chamber, what our members are up to, and a whole lot more. Let's make it a great week, everybody.